So I never thought this was going to be a part of a video, but I saw Sonic 3. Sonic 3 was actually not that bad. So I got invited by some family members, okay, with my girlfriend, and it was actually like, I don't know, man. I'm going to rant just from someone that's never seen any of these Sonic movies, and I'm not going to lie, I've never understood it. I actually had a friend from college, Clayton. Shout out to you, man. Shout out if he's even like see this ever, probably won't. But dude was like just so into Sonic. This is when like the game like Sonic Frontiers came out, right? And he's like, guys, dude, you got to play Sonic. And I'm like, I don't know, man. And there's all these other people that have like told me in the past, like, those people that are like really into like just a certain fad or a certain thing and just they obsess over it, kind of like those Mario fans. That's how it was with Sonic for these people. Like if you guys know a Sonic fanboy, you know him. Now with that being said, so we watched Sonic 3, right? Again, I've never seen the other Sonic movies. I know about like the first drama with like how like the Sonic wasn't done right and the face looks weird and the ugly Sonic. You know, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, right? But I saw this new Sonic, right? I don't know, man. It was pretty good. I didn't understand hardly anything that was going on, but yeah, let's jump into this. So, there's going to be, I'm going to try my best to keep it spoiler free, but more or less, okay, you have Sonic, okay, the little blue guy and his gang, okay, and there's this guy named Shadow, okay. Well, Shadow is kind of like the Mogger of the group, okay. He's the one that he's like the Sigma Giga Chad, right? And he comes in and he's like, "Yo, I'm Sonic. I'm a mess stuff up because of a reason. We don't know the reason. Okay, I can't tell you unless you're watching me, but he comes in for a reason." And we're like, "Yo, that's pretty bad." And then there's also these two other Eggmen that come in. Okay, they're technically not. It's a little bit different than that. And I could say that. Yeah. So it's no, yeah. There's Eggman. This might be slight spoiler. So here's your warning. But you got Eggman and then his grandfather. Okay. And they come together, and they're also doing some bad stuff. And our whole gang is trying to stop them because now it's like double the Eggman, right? And you got this Shadow dude running around as well, doing like some bad stuff. Okay. Now here's the thing: the movie is beyond cringe. Okay, it is very cringy. Like you're not gonna get away from it. There's a lot of moments where you kind of just want to like do this, like audibly. Like I was sitting with my girlfriend the whole time we're watching it. Like I'm doing one of these. Like we're doing these every single time, or like we'll do like a slight head turn and just look at each other. It was great. But here's what I will say: the movie by itself is watchable, and I think objectively it's pretty good for a few reasons. Right now, mainly this movie, no matter what, I think it just like Sonic by itself is going to be cringe. Okay, that sounds mean. Oh, I love Sonic. You can't say that. It's my opinion. Okay, it's my opinion. Burn me. But like, yeah, it's going to be cringe. But it's like they lean into it so heavily, and the way that they like make it like go over the top instead of like trying to like level it out, it works well. If you're gonna talk about this when I Puss in Boots little review, but the thing is like I don't think these kid shows need to be like dumbed down. I think like they're just fine, right? But a lot of the time, like these shows will be like, or these grown-ups, and it's really just demeaning. It's like, oh well, since it's a kids movie, it's okay if it's stupid because kids are stupid, and it's like you can have tons of great kids movies that like actually have a deeper meaning. Like that's why Shrek was good, right? That's why Toy Story was good. Like all these like shows have really deep, well, I would say deeper meanings, and they're just fine, right? Even if you like the older like animated shows, like let's say like the Batman animated series or Spider-Man animated series, like those shows like were pretty good. Even Avatar. There's a lot coming to my brain now, but this show, I mean, I do think the animated series, like in my opinion, just is cooler. I've only seen a few episodes, but it's cooler to me. But at the same time, like for a live action, they did a pretty darn good job, in my opinion. Right? They did a pretty darn good job, and for what it's worth, it does okay. But like as an adult, everyone's going to tell you the same thing, okay? It's not like there's anything special me saying it, but like, dude, Jim Carrey really does like steal the show, right? Like, I've seen a lot of things on TikTok before because I haven't seen the other movies, but like, dude, Jim Carrey does such a good job. Like every single time he's on screen, he just like devours your attention. Like he just encapsulates the character, and if he doesn't, he at the very least encapsulates your attention. And I cannot preface how much I love just his bombastic attitude as Eggman. Like it's just good. I don't even know much about this fucking Eggman lore shit, okay? Just like the way he leans into it is hilarious. And like there's some like over the top shit that like I actually started like laughing at audibly in the theater. I was a little surprised because like I felt like a lot of the kids and the adults should have laughed at these moments too, and like they didn't. And yet like I'm losing it. Like there's one specific scene that I remember where like quite literally like so Eggman and his grandfather meet again. They're having like this little like reunion thing, right? And there's a scene of his, Grandpa Eggman, I guess, pretending to be Santa, and Eggman sees him, and like he looks at him and jumps at him like he's a fucking Five Nights at Freddy's Foxy jump scare, like ah! He just jumps on his ass and the whole fucking tree falls over, dude. And it's like it's just so over the top that it's hilarious, but I love it, bro. Like it is just funny as hell, man. And at the very least, it's so wacky that you have to laugh at it. So yeah, but like he takes the show, Jim Carrey. It's not really surprising saying that. I think he is perfect, and the fact that he came back for these kids, just like I can't help but think the reason he did is because his time doing the Cringe. Like I feel like the Cringe was like really solidified his taste for like these more kiddish roles. But I mean, I could be wrong. Now moving on to everything else, like I think a lot of the writing was okay. It's really like around 2-hour movie, and I didn't even notice that. Like it felt way shorter. Yeah, it felt way shorter. But like the thing is, obviously they did a really good job with the effects the whole time. Like it actually felt good. Like there's one thing I actually noticed where like the Sonic, like the hedgehog's actually like like the little red stuff in like your eye. Like, is it the retinas? Oh fuck, what's the white part in your eye? I feel like no, it's not your retinas. My bad. Whatever. The white part in your eyes. They're so detailed. You could see like sometimes like those red veins, like just slightly, and like that's like how detailed they are. And it's like, whoa, okay, buddy, But it's really, I mean, at least in my opinion, it's pretty amazing what these people have been able to do. These the people in charge of the CGI. It was just really cool seeing everything they've been able to kind of pull together and like essentially bring into their own interpretation of what would be game format into the live action, right? So really cool. Another thing I want to bring up, dude, they have their own, like, dude, it's a Sonic movie, and they have, like, these little, like, end credit scenes that remind me of fucking Marvel, bro. Like, there's this one, okay, again, spoiler, if you don't want this, okay, 3, 2, 1, okay, there's your spoiler warning. Dude, they bring in fucking Metal Sonic at the end, and there's also gonna be aiming for the next movie. And, like, the way they bring it in, like, I don't even watch this shit, and I'm like, is that Metal Sonic? Like, I'm losing my shit too, man, so it was really well done. It's really fun. I do think, like, through and through, it's a family movie. Like, dude, you know when people are talking about, like, oh, yeah, the movie theater's dead, Dude, this is one of those movies that, like, it literally blew up the movie theater. Like, we got there, and, like, it was really surprising to see how many like, people were actually bringing their kids. You kind of, like, sit there and, like, is this what's going to revive the theaters? So, and dude, it kind of was. Like, it kind of was reviving this little small-time theater we had. So, it was awesome. I really got a blast out of watching it. And I would say it is funny enough. I will say this, okay? I will say this. If you have a friend and you can bring them, you know what I'm talking about? You know something that's like so bad that it's good? That's what this movie can be. You can just sit there and laugh with your friends and just bullshit the whole time. And it works. It works perfect for this movie. If you have some friends that would be willing to do that with you, like, do it because it's just funny as fuck. But at the same time, though, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really damn good movie. I don't think it's something that I would love over and over and over again because, like, there's movies I think do it better. In terms of like a family movie, like for example, like I love Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That was like that's probably gonna be one of my favorite kids movies of all time, just because how well done it was. Like you could watch it as an adult and think it's great, like just like as a film. That's what I really wanted. Like I mean, I shouldn't say what's what I wanted, but that's what I'm kind of looking for now from live films. And this film doesn't hit that because like I'm sorry, I don't think you could ever take the fucking plot seriously. I can't. Even the beginning parts are like, what the fuck. And you'll hear that. You get that a little bit from the pacing of certain things, but it was pretty okay. And, like, if you're going to watch it, some people, like, it's not terribly that bad. I will tell you, though, if you bring one Sonic fan, they will probably be losing their shit the entire time. Like, it is a movie made for the fans, and they do exactly what the fans want. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of, like, Terrifier movies. Like, I know it's a really bad comparison in some ways, but, like, just hear me out. You know, people like, well, a lot of critics will be like, oh man, these Terrifier movies are shit, they're dog shit. And then like the fans of like, horror movies will be like, oh, I love Terrifier. It's kind of the same thing, okay? But within Sonic, right? So, I think it was pretty okay. It was pretty funny. And yeah, there's so many times I laughed my ass off. One more thing. There's this moment where like, I'm not gonna spoil it, actually. Go watch it. Give it a chance. Go with your friends. You'll have a good time. So, that's all I have to say. My name